We're live.
We're live, take 2. Whoa, this hair.
We're gonna try.
Yes, so we're in a different location now. We're actually on the edge of
Cosmic Rays is right here behind us.
Tomorrowland. We were on the other side of Tomorrowland before. So we're trying again. Let's see if anybody can come on here. Now, we may get kicked off again because of copyright. So the reasons that we've been kicked off today are because of the copyright for the Disney music. It's actually not from the connection because we've had really good connection today. Hey Katrina.
I'll back this up a little bit.
But
where we've got right now, hopefully, we've got Fantasyland and Tomorrowland clashing.
Yes,
so maybe it will
if the music's
cancel each
together,
other out.
maybe it won't. And if we talk louder and try to cover some more of the audio, then
go
let's
with
hope it stays on for us. If not, we'll try to go live on Instagram because Instagram's a little more lenient with the audio clips.
Hopefully.
So, thanks, Katrina. Yeah, we got these shirts at Animal Kingdom when we were there the other day, and because we're together again, us and the magic. So we do have our drinks here. That's why we're sitting with our masks off. Hey, Katie. Hey, Amy. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Shannon. So we are definitely doing. Did it lose it? Are you guys still on?
What's your life?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, we're good.
Anybody?
We're good. We're going here. Do you want to know your sweat with that?
Yes, I do actually. This is not going to be
duck
cute,
out
but
of frame.
man,
Don't look.
everybody look at Abby.
The sweat dabbing is real, y'all.
It's so real. How cool. Yeah, so we are, if you guys did not hear about the new regulation in the parks and Disney Springs, is if you are not eating, like currently eating or currently drinking in one location, you have to have your mask on. So they've definitely been cutting down on the loop of like
which we're glad, I'm glad
with a drink
about,
and
honestly.
walking around with your mask off, which that is way not cool in my opinion.
There were a lot of
always
people
has
doing that,
been.
and it was a problem.
I was like that person who like I have my drink and I'm carrying it around with me, but I have my mask on and then I always duck away from people in order to take it off to drink, and that is the safest thing to do.
I have mine right here, so we're ready.
We are at a table outside of Cosmic Rays right now in Tomorrowland, and we got our Starbucks drinks from Main Street.
Mine is just water.
Hers is just water.
It's very exciting.
You gotta hydrate. Let's see. Yay! Oh, you're here. That's so cool. In Magic Kingdom?
No, I think that they can hear us.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
No,
Really?
they can hear us. I think that's what they're talking about.
Thank you
for
guys.
letting us know. Thank you.
Yeah, let us know if you
It's an Epcot hat. Don't
I know
tell
she's wearing
anyone. I needed to wear, because my other ball cap that I have that's Disney is purple, and she's wearing red, white, and blue, and I knew that wasn't going to work, so I had to go.
That's true.
Just go with it.
I know, I actually feel very coordinated today. So we got these shirts from Animal Kingdom, but they have them at all the parks now. Sometimes it's hard to find them in like the normal
We saw them
sizes
today at the
because they've been selling out like crazy. But we got our shirts today, so then I have my All-American Girl hat from last year's 4th of July release to go with the, red, white, and blue theme. So we're here in Magic Kingdom, so what questions do you guys have? We're here to answer and talk about whatever you want to talk about. So, and Abby's here to spell. Actually,
It's condensation. It's so wet out today, you guys.
So it goes from raining to not raining to raining to not raining. It's currently
My
drizzling.
glasses have been so fogged.
Yeah, they have.
Gross.
And so earlier it was not raining, but it was very hot.
I agree,
so we were
Shannon.
sweating.
I drew the line. I did not wear my Spaceship Earth magic band, but I
did.
close. You did. I just wore plain gray.
I actually got, this is the new Householder Magic Band.
Isn't it cute?
Yeah, it's got Minnie Mouse and Spaceship Earth, and actually, this is my first Epcot-themed Magic Band. Well, I have one that's from the Flowering Garden 2 years ago, so I guess that counts. But this is the first one that I have that actually has Spaceship Earth on it, which I thought was really cool. Let's see.
Have they opened People Mover yet? I don't think so.
No, well, it's not open right now, and it hasn't been open all day today.
Yeah, so-
I don't necessarily know why. I think they're trying to figure out how to do it being spaced apart, because it's very difficult. If you know the queue or like the way you get into to People Mover, it's very difficult. So yeah, as of right now, it's not open. More places to eat. So there are actually quite a few places to eat here. The main thing,
almost everything's open.
I don't know about that. There's a lot of food carts and like smaller things that are not open.
I know. I'm talking restaurants. The restaurants
yeah.
mostly are open.
But I will say they're really promoting and really want you to do mobile ordering. And guys, it's kind of the best thing ever. I don't know why we didn't mobile order before all of this, because it's the bomb. So you get on the My Disney Experience app. You can find whichever restaurant you want to order from. You can place your order in there, and then they'll give you a time that your meal will be ready, and you can go pick it up. So we actually, for an example of this, we got lunch at Cosmic Rays earlier, and there was a line of 7 or 8 families like out the door of Cosmic Rays to order their food, and
without mobile order.
At first we thought they were the mobile ordering line, but they weren't. They were just going in to order theirs. And so we mobile ordered ours, and we literally were able to order it, go in, get it, and come out afterwards, before some of them were even in the building. So really, really cool. Highly recommend the mobile ordering. There was a copyright on the last one. Yes. Yes, Elena. We were sitting in Spaceship, and I keep saying Spaceship Earth. Like,
no.
What even?
Wrong park. Tomorrowland.
We were sitting in Tomorrowland. And the music, guys, the magical music in the back of this park is so loud. So we've definitely been going like all over the place trying to find places that doesn't have bad music. I mean, not bad music, but copyrightable music everywhere.
So we're trying right here because Tomorrowland and Fantasyland, we can hear both
They're
the
like
music from both.
Melding, so we're hoping that it won't be able to pick up on the audio. That is one thing I will say. So it's definitely difficult in the parks to find places to go live that either have good enough Wi-Fi to where it doesn't kick us off and doesn't have copyrightable music.
It's really hard.
It's so difficult.
It makes it magical when you're there, not trying to go live and not get copyrighted.
Yeah, it's really cool when
but
you're in
it's
the parks.
hard when
but
you're not
we're
trying
literally
to
walking around and we'll like try space after space, be like, yeah, nope, music's too loud. Or be like, check the Wi-Fi. Oh, it's only got 1 bar. Nope.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a balance for sure. How
much were the t-shirts? 26?
I think they were $26.99, yeah. Which actually isn't bad.
Not bad for a Disney t-shirt.
Yeah, usually they can go up into the mid-30s.
It's bad for a normal t-shirt, but it's not bad for a Disney.
Right. We are sitting at a table, I'm just going to say this again. We are sitting at a table that is meant for eating, and we do have our drinks here. So we are in the process of drinking as well. That's why we don't have our masks on.
That looked like you just nudged it back.
I think it's okay.
Okay. Is there any Splash merch left to buy? I'm not sure.
So the Splash Mountain gift shop
the Briar Patch closed.
It was. And I don't know if there is any merch left.
I've seen a couple of like Brer Rabbit things while we were in the Emporium. Like the little places. Park Pals Brer Rabbit was there, some stuff like that. But other than that,
yeah. So actually, I don't know. But the Splash Mountain gift shop was not open. Unfortunately, we were very sad. We wanted to go in there because this is actually our first time in Magic Kingdom in about.
Oh, it's been
5 months?
Since like October?
No, we went with Heather Sassy Cinderella.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Like February, I think, or January. Whenever she was here.
Yes. I forgot about that.
But that was the last time, so probably like 5 or 6 months. Any of the stores selling the new Dooney and Burke purses with the Mickey, Minnie,
Daisy and
Daisy on the Skyliner. I actually haven't seen that anywhere. The main store that sells like Dooney and Burke's and stuff on Main Street, they had all the Dooney and Burke's that are available, and they did not have that one.
Yeah.
They did have a ton of lounge
They had
flies,
They had the new Vera Bradley there.
They did, yeah. They had the new Vera Bradley, the Mickey's Colorful Garden,
the Epcot
pattern,
one. That's what I call
which is funny because we were in Epcot the other day and they didn't have it at Epcot,
but they have it here.
But they didn't have the whole collection. I did notice that. They only had like 5 or 6 pieces. And I think the Disney Springs store has the whole collection. So, I mean, the Vera Bradley store at Disney Springs. That was probably confusing.
It's closed right now because there's a storm. So Splash and probably Big Thunder and Mine Train are all closed right now because there is a storm coming.
And here and coming and coming.
It's about to get worse. It hasn't been that bad yet, but I'm sure it's gonna downpour.
Yeah, so some
very
of them
soon.
actually they've still kept the queue up. Like Mine Train, they've allowed people to stay in the queue if they want to, so that they'll be the first ones on when it reopens. Yeah. But then things like Splash Mountain, they just closed it
because that one always closes if there's a storm because it's water
and
involved
it's the highest point.
But so it was open earlier. There were people on it before the storm started coming. So
so probably not if the shop was closed. Yeah, probably, Amy. They did have a few pieces of Splash Mountain merch at other gift shops, but
just a couple, but
not near to the amount that was there. So my guess is either it's all sold out or they're trying to find another way to release it, and so that it doesn't get all bought out. Yeah, of course. We're honestly happy to answer any questions you guys have. We're just here to answer whatever you want to know. We've been trying today to focus more on riding the outdoor rides versus the indoor rides, which has actually been really cool.
It's been really fun.
Because they're not normally the ones that we go towards. Like, okay, let's say on our normal day to Magic Kingdom, what would we ride? Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, Winnie the Pooh, maybe Peter Pan or It's a Small World, one of the two.
Maybe Pirates. We've done that.
Yeah, Pirates. So those are the kind of rides that we normally go for.
Yeah, and we haven't done anything of like that.
Because they're indoor, they are all open, most of them. But for us personally, we don't feel super safe
inside
in indoor rides just because of the whole air conditioning thing. When you're in an air-conditioned building with other people, there's just more risk.
Of a risk. Yeah.
So we like being out in the open air, even though it's hotter and wet.
Well, moist. Yeah, no, because we've been now to Epcot and Animal Kingdom as well, and that was kind of the only time we really felt uncomfortable was when we did the indoor rides. So we just decided not to do them today, even though Space Mountain has a 5-minute wait. So I'm really tempted, but we're not going to do it. I know. It's inside.
So we've actually been focusing on riding the outdoor rides this time. So we've done like Mad Tea Party, we've done
the Carousel,
we did Aladdin, the Magic Carpets of Aladdin, Barnstormer. We did the rides that we almost never do, which was actually
it was really fun
to do some things that we didn't,
We did Dumbo again, but we're not going to talk about that. You'll have to wait for the vlog to see the drama that went down on Dumbo.
I guess you guys will have to wait and see, because okay, the vlog will be up soon,
just say right now, Aladdin's Magic Carpets is winning our hearts.
We love Aladdin.
Anyway,
anyway.
Oh, that's so cool, Elena. Yay.
Dumbo. Okay, anyway.
She said it's been a year since she's been subscribed to our channel.
Oh my gosh! It's Elena's subscribe-anniversary.
Is that a thing? We're making it a thing.
Thank you, Elena. We so appreciate any of you guys that subscribe and like and watch our videos and comment, because it really does mean so much to us. And you guys have kind of become like our family now, and we love getting to read your comments and like hear from you guys when you pop on these lives, because it's cool to hear from you guys, like your experiences or what you want to know, because the reason that we have the channel is for you guys.
And
so that
honestly, the reason that we've been in the parks has been to I've started calling them just like scouting missions. I'm like, I'm not really going, I mean it's fun, but I'm not really going to like have a fun park day. I'm going so I can I'm going so that we can inform you guys.
We really just want to go try everything, see everything, feel everything, so that we can give you our best like thoughts on what's happening in the parks. So far we've done 3 of the 4, and spoiler alert, we did get a park reservation for Hollywood Studios. So we'll be going there as well. Okay, let's catch up on this.
Okay,
let's see. Thanks, Terry.
Yes, we're doing everything we can to keep safe. It's very important.
Holly. Oh yeah, Dumbo drama. I'm not gonna get started on that, because I could literally talk about that for a very long time. You'll have to wait for the vlog,
anyway. Yeah, same, Holly. It feels like we've known you forever.
Yeah, I know, and that's the kind of that's the crazy thing to me, is we've had the channel for almost 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
And I honestly can't even imagine or think about not knowing so many of the friends that we've met since then.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I can't remember what life was like without them. So it's just really cool that we've made those kind of friends through the channel and through meeting and talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, thank you, Amy.
Oh, hi. Very cool.
Hello. Welcome. Casey's Corner.
Yes, it is still closed.
It was still closed, and I will say too, they've blocked off all of the gift locations on Main Street. They've actually blocked them off, shut the doors in between them, so you go in one and out that same one.
Well,
and then
on the one side,
one,
like the Emporium length is all.
Well, but that's all one store. It's all the Emporium.
But the other side, like with Starbucks and the Arribas Brothers and like that kind of thing, like they're all kind of blocked
and like
off.
I forget what's the one called that has the Dooney and Burks and Pandora stuff in it. You know that
the Jewelers,
that
Uptown
store?
Jewelers. Is that what that is?
That sounds right.
Is that Uptown Jewelers?
So all of those stores.
I was gonna reach for my phone as if we're not doing this on my phone.
I could look it up on mine. But yeah, so all those stores, they've normally on like an average day, you guys don't remember, like they opened all those doors so you can walk all the way through.
Yeah.
Now they've closed them, so you have to go into each individual one. But I kind of like it.
I don't hate it
because there's less congestion and confusion in coming in and out of each store, and there were less people in them, I think, than we're used to. So I actually got to like see the merch, like, go and look at each thing, and that was really, really cool.
We did not buy any Splash Mountain merch, but we're not really Splash Mountain people anyway, so.
Yeah, we're definitely not the kind of people that
not that there's much
Splash
anyway.
Mountain.
There's not much around anyway right now.
Actually, I feel like we might have bought some for like nostalgia reasons,
not really.
But we're really not Splash Mountain people at all, so it's not really something that we.
Yeah. We have all the wishables and stuff, so like honestly that's all we have.
Yeah, we have the whole set of that. So like that's gonna be like our memory thing for Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I have a pin from like the first time I wrote it, that kind of thing.
Oh.
So we have enough.
We have enough Splash Mountain merch. We're good.
Stuff.
Yes, no, you can't walk through the Emporium anymore. There's one door to enter in the middle, and then you can exit out either side.
I will say the door that you enter into the Emporium now, I didn't really even think much about that door. It's technically like the front door.
The front door.
If you see like the posters and the signage in front of them, it says like the Emporium Gallery is what it's called, and it's all like fancy and like done up like the front door.
Mm-hmm.
But you always go in, or for us anyway, we always went in the side door. What is the side door? But it always was the front to us.
I know.
It's
weird.
Crazy, but I'm like, wow, this store is really nice. Like, so you go in to the middle of the Emporium, and then you can choose to go left or go right. In it,
and you can exit out either side.
Either way,
you can't go back.
But you can't exit through Casey's because Casey's is closed right now, so they have it blocked off with an exit or like a no exit sign, so you can't get through there. But you have to leave out the other
which
doors.
is kind of sad because I always liked the Casey cut through, but you can't do that anymore.
True. Yeah, I will say we don't usually ride Splash Mountain.
I don't ride it very often.
She does not like water rides, period. She does not like wet.
I actually had thought earlier before it started raining, I was like, I was like, I might do Splash today because it's a quieter day, but now it's raining and it's closed, so.
Now we're already trying to not get wet.
It's all good.
But yeah, we're not usually Splash Mountain riders anyways, and if I do ride it, it's usually like the last thing on the way out so that I don't have to walk around the day wet.
But today we're walking around wet anyway, so.
Have we seen any other YouTubers? Actually, yes. We've seen a lot of people filming, vlogging, being live.
Going live.
Around the parks, but we haven't seen any that we are familiar with.
Right.
Which, to be honest, we've been on YouTube for almost 2.5 years, and we haven't even scratched the surface on how many are out there. Yeah. So we have our friends and our people and we're constantly meeting new people every day and like talking with new channels. Mm-hmm. But we still have a long way to go. So there's a lot that we don't know necessarily, but they've been. We were
kind of joking about how we are locals, and I feel like we know less of the local vloggers than the ones who live out of state.
I feel like there are kind of like different compartments in the Disney community. There's the people who vacation here and don't live here, and we're friends with a lot of them. Yeah. But there are local vloggers, local YouTubers who come and do like all the new events, all the new releases, those kind of people, and we know very few of them.
Yeah.
So we need to definitely
work on that, but
because we are them. Like, we we live here, we come all the time, so we definitely need to work on that. Yeah.
There's some, but not much left.
They released a ton when it when it first reopened and it was all available, and I think it went away very, very quickly. And now you can find it online everywhere to buy, but it's not the same price. I'm just gonna say that. But I will say now, I mean, you can probably buy like a Brer Rabbit plush in like the Emporium or something like that. But as far as the whole merch line that launched, it's not here anymore.
I feel like I saw a Magic Band not too long ago, but maybe I'm making that up.
No, I mean, who knows?
I don't know. There's some, but not much.
If not, that's a good idea. But have we been to Disneyland? No, Elena, we actually have not. That is our number one next park on our bucket list, is to go to Anaheim in California and go to Disneyland.
See all our friends out there, because we have a few who live out there.
Well, that's why I actually feel so much better about going there now than we did 3 years ago.
Because I have friends there now.
We have so many tour guides now that I feel totally cool about going. Is the crowd level still manageable? We're coming in September. Oh my gosh. Yay. That's so exciting. It's manageable, I would say. It's definitely not empty. There are lines for pretty much everything.
There are a lot of people. It's not as much as it would normally be in July, obviously.
Yeah, and I will
pretty much everything, all the big rides have like 25, 30-minute wait times. I mean, right now they're closed because it's storming, but...
And there's a form of line on almost everything.
Yes.
Like, whether it's 2 people or maybe it's 20 groups of people, there's a line on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
But I will say... the issue for us, or the hard thing that we've been working on, is not necessarily the amount of people in the park. It is trying to avoid the people in the park. Because people are not the best at social distancing on their own. And by not great, I mean acting normal. like pushing up against you normal. And so I would say the thing we've been working on the most, trying to do so hard, is keeping our distance and keeping everyone else safe around us by giving the distance, by giving the space. If people are crowding or pushing, we'll let them go ahead of us so that we can maintain our social distance and our safe distance. But it's not easy.
Yeah, and honestly, we were joking about this earlier, because we were like running, and we were like, why are we walking so fast? We don't need to rush. There's no rush anywhere.
That's just like the habit of
it's
Disney.
just the habit of Disney. Like, you have your fast passes or whatever, and you want to like get
and you have a plan
close to the line or whatever. But you don't have to do that. There's no need to do that. It's better and
retraining our Disney.
Yeah, it's better and it's safer if you take your time and you can social distance from everyone around you, and there's no need to like dart between people.
We weren't rushing around people. Like, we were rushing on our own.
Right.
But I will say, whenever like people are near, the tendency for people is to do one of 2 things. A, be walking down a hallway or like a walkway and stop in the middle.
Which has always been a problem.
Which means that if you are trying to social distance from them, you have 2 choices. You can either go right around, left around, and you have to avoid other parties.
Or you could stop.
Who are also
But there's
around.
people behind
you.
You
shouldn't stop in the walkway. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
But don't be those people.
Don't be those people.
And
we don't like those people.
The second option is that people tend to spread. So like they'll become a wall walking. So like if there's a party of 4, should be walking like this, they go like these.
Yeah, like normally if we're in a party of 4, we walk like maybe 2 and 2.
That's
maybe,
how you should walk.
Or in a single file line. But people do that.
Yes. Or like, wait, go put it back up. Or like this and then this.
And it's
so it's very difficult. But I will say, if you've ever been to Disney before, you kind of learn how to deal with that situation, because there's no way to avoid it, because people are pretty much always going to do it. So you just have to learn yourself. You have to retrain yourself to stop, to keep the 6-foot distance, find a safe way around them, even if that means
it's slower for you.
Slower for you. Yeah, exactly.
But it's having kindness and courtesy and just keeping everyone safe.
I know, Holly. I'm so sad about that too.
But I do agree with you when you said like You don't want to put Libby in a mask all day. I totally get it. It's hard enough as a grown person who understands everything that's going on.
It's so, she wouldn't understand at all. I don't understand. No, I'm just kidding. What are magic bands? So, Elena, magic bands are... Ooh, model.
This is my
magic bands are basically your access to everything. They're your park tickets.
Your fast pass.
If you are staying on Disney property,
your resort,
you will get a free magic band in your. It's not free; you're paying for it, but it's included in your package. That becomes your room key. If you have fast passes, which aren't happening right now, that would be on there. Your park tickets, it all links to one account on My Disney Experience, and you become linked to all of that stuff. And so if you're staying on property, let's say you're staying on property, you have the dining plan, and
we're dreaming big.
Fast passes. Now, this is not actually real right now, but I'm saying in a normal situation.
In a normal life.
You had your room, your dining plan, and your fast passes, and your park tickets. Mm-hmm. All of that's linked together onto your band. And Disney, you'll do that when you check into your resort. They'll make sure it's all linked into one. And so then you can use this to do everything. So you can get in the parks.
The Mickey to your room, your door.
It'll work as your room key. You can pay with meals with it.
You can charge things to the room with this.
Which is very dangerous.
It's very dangerous. We did it one time and it was
hacked, but dangerous as far as you feel free to
spend all your money.
That's maybe more people probably have more self-control than us. But
you tap this to get into the park.
You can use it to pay for things when you have a card linked to it, for your stay. And so it's basically your link to everything. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're a pass holder or whatever, you'll get a magic band with your pass, and then it just works as your park ticket.
Yeah. So then you can get different cute ones because they've got a bunch of different designs, and link those to your account so you can interchange what they look like, basically. Because I have the plain gray that is the freebie. And then Hope has the cutesy.
Yeah, I bought
2020 pass holder.
You'll get a solid colored one, free with your thing, but then you can also buy the extra fancier ones.
Yeah.
What is your favorite snack at the parks?
Why are you thinking? This is not hard. French fries.
Oh yeah, I thought she meant okay, never mind.
If we're talking normal, normal person Disney snacks, I'm a fan of the Dole Whip. We're a fan of the pretzel. We love popcorn. The popcorn at Disney is something special. But, we like French fries. They're different than anywhere else. I know it sounds stupid, but literally they're so magical.
Yeah, we have France and India represented in our live. That's so cool. Are you guys enjoying the no fast passes, enjoying the Disney magic again, or do you miss the fast passes? Ooh.
I think a little bit of both. We're just not used to waiting in lines, if you want to know the truth. That's pretty sad.
No,
honestly.
what I would say is, I think right now there aren't any fast passes, but some of them are still using the fast pass lines just as another line,
second
so that they can
entrance.
feed through two different ways. So I feel like I like it. I like not having it in that everyone's
on an even playing field.
Well, I feel like everyone's a little more calm because of it. Because
there's no stress.
There's an added level of stress of oh my gosh, I've only got 5 minutes left. Or, oh my gosh, I've only got 10 minutes left.
Or they're not going to let me in, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of thing going on.
But yeah. But I do kind of miss them in the fact that they give you a plan. If you make your fast passes, you have an idea of what you're doing throughout the day. And we've been kind of wandering because we don't have plans. So
yeah.
But it's been fun to see all the queues for all the rides because it's nice. Fort Wilderness, very nice.
That is awesome. I love Fort Wilderness. We stayed there.
We camped there once.
There. Yeah,
it was not a great experience, but that was
It was record-breaking heat that week,
and
it was an interesting experience. But we loved the golf carts and we loved the pool area.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so exciting.
Yeah, I think Disneyland Paris works a little differently. I don't think they have the Magic Band system, but I don't necessarily think they need the Magic Band system.
Wait, for what?
She was saying Disneyland Paris doesn't use
right,
Magic Bands.
Right. I think one of the reasons, they were trying it here. They were thinking about doing it everywhere, but I don't think they will now because there are definitely issues with the system. They were trying to make it easier for everything, and I think some ways it made it a lot harder. So I don't think they will do it everywhere now. Yes, for the new bakery to open at Disney Springs. Oh yeah, that's another thing. So
New bakery at Disney Springs. Am I out of the loop on here?
yes, you are. Hold on. My drink.
Like, are you good?
But basically, I will say Disney Springs has been open now for. Oh my goodness, I'm having glass nose. Disney Springs has been open now for 3 months, 2 months. Something like that. It's been open for a lot longer.
2 months, I think.
And so because of that, I will say Disney Springs has got its groove on.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. We actually haven't vlogged it since we've been doing the parks because we've been doing the parks a lot. But we have a few vlogs on the channel already about
The Springs.
the Springs and what it's like there. And I really like it because they have all of the stores kind of know what they're doing now. They have policies for like what they want, you know, what's safe and whatever in their store. And I just think it's been like really neat. So we should do another Disney Springs vlog.
We should.
Because we love the Springs.
Yeah. Thanks, Robin.
Thanks, Robin. We got them at Animal Kingdom the other day when we were here, but they have them at all the parks because, you know, we're all together again.
The first one, Rachel got cut off due to copyright, so now we're in a different place that hopefully, it seems to be okay.
Yeah,
hopefully.
the music was really loud,
Yeah.
so it didn't like the music. We would be allowed to, but the connection would definitely break.
Like we tried at Epcot, it did not end well, so we're not going to try that here. We're just going to sit here and talk at you
You
instead.
can go watch that live if you want. We tried to do a ride, and it did not work because the park's Wi-Fi is not great.
No.
But I will say we do want to try to work on getting some better equipment so that maybe we could do that in the future with you guys. But we definitely need to grow a little bit so we have more.
Honestly,
More
all these
finances
lives
to finance these things.
lives from the parks have been a big experiment. We haven't really done this very much before. If
Yeah.
we go live, it's from our house, so
Yeah.
this is a little bit
And
different.
I honestly love doing it with you guys.
I'm
'cause
enjoying it. It's
we get
fun.
to like,
It gives us a little
answer
break
things
because we get to
while
like
we're here.
sit and chill and talk to you guys.
yeah.
But yeah, how long do they last? They last as long as you have them hooked up. I think you can have like 10.
There's a limit
on your account.
I think it's more than that, but
It used to be 10.
there's
I
a
don't know.
lot. You can get a lot linked to your thing. The main thing with it is, occasionally the battery will die inside the Magic Band. It'll die. Because we've had some since like the beginning of
we
Magic
have the
Bands.
old ones.
What was it, like 2014?
15. Oh no, 14. Yeah, 14.
2013, 2014.
2014, I think,
Somewhere
was the
around
first
there
year
was
we
when
were
they first did it, and we have some Magic Bands from then that no longer work just
Yeah.
because they've had a long life and they're tired.
But for the most part, they last a couple of years at least.
You can definitely keep them, and they make really cool mementos.
Yeah.
And like through the years, I've gotten
We have
a lot
quite
of
the
different
collections
colors,
going
and
on.
so I actually have them all lined up in a row, and it makes like the rainbow. They're really cool to have and keep. What rides have we been on today? We've done a little bit of everything, but
Yeah.
mainly we've been trying
Let's
for
see
the
if we
open
can
air
remember.
rides.
So we did Mad Tea Party, which I'm thinking of because it's right there. We did the Carousel. We did Dumbo, but that was the whole thing. We did the Barnstormer.
Magic Carpets of
Magic
Aladdin.
Carpets of Aladdin. We were gonna go on Jungle Cruise, but it was like a 30-minute wait, and they were about to clean all the boats, so we might still go back and do that. We did Big Thunder. Is that all we did?
Might be it. We definitely have a few more that we still want to do today. We want to do Mine Train for sure.
Yeah.
We want to do Jungle Cruise.
If Splash Mountain opens, we might do that.
Yeah, so there's definitely a few more that we want to ride, but we've mainly been doing our best to do open air rides just because we feel a little bit safer on them.
Yeah.
Oh, the character cavalcades. Yes, Rachel, we will be having them in the vlog
Yes,
when
we
they
have at
come
least
up.
one.
We
from
have
today.
2.
Do we?
Yeah, we have 2 from today. And if you want to go back and watch our Epcot and Animal Kingdom lives, those we've been showing the cavalcades from each park.
Yes.
So every single park, they look different. And to be perfectly candid with you guys, the character cavalcades and meets have been by far our favorite part of every single park. They have been so amazing. I will say that the performance level, I feel like, is even upped from what it was.
For sure.
How's that even possible? I don't know. But the characters are amazing. They do, they will turn around and take pictures with you if you're in like the right spot. And it's cool to see what each park's going to do, because so far we've been to Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and then Magic Kingdom today, and so every single one has been
unique
different.
and different. It's very cool.
So cool.
I don't think right now, Rachel, we did not see Alice, but I don't think they're doing them at this exact moment because there's a storm coming, so they're trying. I don't think they're going to do them right now.
But we have already filmed some from earlier that's going to be in the vlog. So you'll want to watch the vlog.
Actually, part of it might be on the Instagram story right now. I think I did the first one we saw of Rabbit.
You did the little,
Rabbit, Piglet, and Eeyore. They're on the Insta story right now.
Yeah.
So if you want to go over there and see them,
thanks, Elena. We love doing them for you guys. So again, I'll say it, if you guys have any questions about the parks, what is going on, what we think about something, let us know right now. We'll answer it for you.
I don't know. I haven't seen any.
I haven't seen any
kind of rainy,
the horses today, but again, the weather is kind of iffy
right now,
and I don't know that they would bring a horse out in the questionable rain.
Right.
Yes, I did see that video. I felt so bad for Merida, but good thing that she and Angus have been together for a really long time, so it could have gone really badly, and thankfully it didn't. But yeah, we can definitely try to. I don't know that they'll be out for a while just because the weather's iffy.
Yeah.
But we can definitely try.
And they'll all be in all the ones we see will be in the vlog coming in the next couple of days. As soon as I get it.
So definitely go watch that. And like I said, both the Epcot and Animal Kingdom vlogs we've included.
They're already back. They're already up on the channel.
Cool.
So. That was Epcot that Pooh was at. Pooh was out catching butterflies at Epcot.
Yes.
So the way that Epcot did it was they had them behind walls, like on the grassy like knolls and things, or in the like parade cavalcade. So those are the ones that we saw. And then Animal Kingdom had them on the water, so they were like a good distance away. It was like a floating boat that went by.
Hey, Crystal. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, so then here they've had like little tiny floats almost.
It's like
they're like mini festival
floats, but they're doing them one at a time instead of having a parade. So, and they never let you know when they're coming so that people aren't clumping up to look at it.
Yeah. Although the ones we saw this morning were on the trolley going down Main Street, which was also fun.
Poor Angus. Yeah, they did a great job. Like
they really did.
And I'm proud of him for like pushing through, because I'm scared of balloons too. Let's be real.
Balloons are scary if they spook you and you don't see them coming, man.
Have you seen those balloon people? Scary. That's all I'm saying. So if you guys have any questions, like drop them. We'll answer them about the parks. Let's see.
I see Mine Train moving. I can see the Mine Train.
What did we think was the best queue that we've been in today?
I love the Big Thunder queue. I honestly do.
Oh, I meant safety-wise.
Safety-wise,
it was
not Big Thunder.
It was not the safest.
No. I thought you meant like
no. I meant like
I love the Big Thunder queue.
Safety-wise, I feel
probably the teacups, maybe the carousel.
Yeah, because the carousel. Oh, we forgot to say we did the carousel. We did the carousel.
The cool thing about the carousel, we weren't sure how they were going to do it, but the way they did it was that they have rows of, I think it's 5 horses to the row, and they've numbered the row. So they tell you, like, go to row 10. We went to row 10, and then they would have another group on row 12, and then another group on row 8. So it's every other row, which I thought was a really cool way to do it, because I obviously they want to space people apart.
And they have, like you said, they have 5 horses per row. So
the whole family party can fit.
Could be on the same row.
Mostly,
and then it was a row away from other people.
Yeah.
And
so that was cool.
I loved doing the carousel.
It was fun.
Done that so long.
It's been so long since we've done it.
Yeah.
Although we had to be on the really high horses. You'll see it in the vlog. We had to struggle. Because we are not tall, y'all. We are short people.
Okay, I was proud of us, though, for, like,
we got through there. We did it.
We got there.
I, like, had to, like, climb onto the one next to mine and get up and over.
It was a struggle, man.
It was a whole thing.
Do we have passes? Yes,
we do.
So we are super blessed that we do have annual passes, and so we are doing our best to show you guys the parks and talk about what we're seeing, and showing it in the vlogs and on Instagram. so that you guys can kind of be in the know about what's going on. I know, right? It's scary.
Honestly, when I was a kid, I thought the people who held balloons were like superheroes. The fact that they stood there and held all of those balloons.
I still think they're superheroes because I feel like my arms would fall asleep.
And like pulling one out and not losing them all sounds
or getting them all tangled. Have you seen in their like bunches? Their lines are so straight.
I'm so impressed by the balloon sellers at Disney.
I also found out that they are not actually owned by Disney.
I'm out of water. I'm sad.
Oh, sadness. They're a third-party seller.
Yeah.
And
fun
the
fact.
owner of that, like the original owner of that company and like creator of it, was friends with Walt Disney.
And they also do like the silhouettes, right? Isn't that what you said?
Yeah. So they're the same brand that does the caricatures. Yeah, those like, you know, the sketches when your head is huge and your body's little. They do those and like the silhouette things in the
on
parks.
Main Street. Yeah, that's
pretty
fun.
Cool. Seriously, the legit pair of balloons. That's so funny.
I didn't see the egg roll cart open.
It wasn't open today, and the Cheshire Cafe is not open. The one that has like the cattails and stuff.
Yeah, that's
they're
not
open right
Some
now.
of like the smaller little like food booth things are not.
Actually, I would say quite a few
open.
of them are not open.
Most of the restaurants are, but not like the little snacky
And
things.
even if
I
they're
think
not-
anywhere that's going to congest the movement, they didn't open.
Even if they're not open, a lot of them are doing mobile ordering, but then you can't go in and eat, but you can mobile order it.
Right. Like, I think Aloha Isle, which has the Dole Whips, they're just doing mobile ordering. I don't think you can walk up and get them.
Crystal, we're in Magic Kingdom today, and we're actually sitting outside of Cosmic Rays in
The Mad Tea Party's
Tomorrowland.
right there.
So we're kind of on the verge between Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. And yeah, we're doing the Magic Kingdom, which has actually been really fun because we haven't been here in many, many months.
Yes.
So are the parks much
Quieter
in the
later
late afternoon? I would say no, actually, because in the morning, it's definitely a different group of people than the afternoon. I feel like a lot of like locals and pass holders come after work and stuff in the evenings, and that's like mid-afternoon to like late evening is when the people from the resorts usually will go back to their resort. So they do the early morning like rope drop kind of the parks
And
until
maybe go
like
home
mid-afternoon.
and then come back.
Then they go back to their resorts and like
Go
swim
home.
and stuff. It is home.
It is home when you're here, I guess.
And then I feel like a lot of locals and stuff like that come in the evenings. So
But
I wouldn't say it's less.
I do think right now, when we were at Epcot, I felt like it started picking up the later it got. But I think that's normal for Epcot. If you've never been,
Well,
the
yeah, 'cause
locals
it's all
start
about food
coming.
and wine
The
and-
locals start coming after work to get drinks or eat around the world, whatever. That Epcot tends to be more of the local scene after the afternoon. So
Yeah.
it's tourists in the morning, locals in the evening.
She asked if the Big Top play area is open. So it's actually not.
No.
None of the play areas. So the play area...
And the Big Top
play-
merchandise wasn't open either.
The play area in...
Getting a random phone call. I don't know you. Go
Reject.
away. We're live on YouTube. Go away. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
The play area inside Dumbo is closed, so
Yes.
you just go through the queue.
You did have to go in and then around, which was a little
Splash
weird. but
pad
it's fine.
area in the circus is closed. It's not sporting.
Right.
And then the Big Top area that used to be like for the show, I think, or I can't remember what it was for. Maybe a meet and greet. Character meet and greet.
Yeah.
That area is now a relaxation
Yeah,
station.
Pete's Sideshow, which is where Minnie and
Pete's
Daisy, I think.
Sideshow. Yeah, that
Or
is
meet and
now
greet
turned into the relaxation station.
Yeah,
so
so
you
there's
can go
tables
in
and
there,
stuff
take off
inside.
your mask, get some air conditioning, and do that. So that's what they've used that building for.
Yes, but then Big Top Merchandise, which is the big store over there, was
I was kind
closed.
of bummed about that.
And also
actually.
Gaston's Tavern was closed, and the little
Bell's,
shop in Bell's Village was closed.
Yeah.
Which I thought was kind of odd.
Quite a few merchandise
But-
locations were closed today, actually,
Yeah.
which is a little interesting.
It's
Okay,
interesting.
here's one thing that I do want to talk about and let you guys know about is even though like wait times are down from like what they would normally be, the parks are not normal, which I figure
Right.
everyone knows at this point. But I'm talking about like in the weird things, like random little food carts not being open,
Right.
or little merchandise shops not being open. Certain
Which-
rides will shut down for cleanings
Uh-huh.
like every hour. So what we've learned, we've been to 3 different park days now, and we'll definitely like keep you guys updated as we go.
And we're planning
more.
to do like a sit-down video and recap everything for you guys.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that on the YouTube channel, so it'll be going up like sometime week,
soon, hopefully.
What was it? Oh, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, it's okay. So I will say the parks, like, they're not normal, but it's so difficult because you're walking a fine line between, you want to have an idea of what you want to do when you get here, because if you don't, you're literally wandering because there's so much to do, like so much opportunity that you're like, oh, should I go here? Should I go there? And for us especially, we normally always have a plan when we come to the parks. Like, we always have fast passes. And
like
we have,
this morning we got here and we were like, let's just look at the wait time, see what looks nice and go there, which is never
very bizarre,
how we do things.
Well, I feel like over the years, Disney has almost made it so that you really do want to have a plan before you get there. You want to have, like
we've been telling people for years, you need to have a plan.
You're going to eat lunch here, you're going to meet this character, and you kind of already have that planned ahead of time. But, so you do want to do that, definitely, because one thing that we've learned is that you'll just wander and you'll ping pong, as we call it, so it's like doing like this, if you don't know what you're doing, like what you want to do. But you're walking the fine line between having a plan of what you want to do, but
not putting too much stock in that plan.
Don't let it derail you or make you have a negative day because you can't do those things. So, for instance, of that example is when we went to Animal Kingdom. One of the main things that we wanted to go do was ride Everest, like Expedition Everest, the roller coaster.
Well, she wanted
and Abby wanted to go see the tigers.
I did not.
So both of us. So I went to go ride Expedition Everest, and it was closed. And it was actually closed the entire day that we were there. So I never did get to ride that on my Animal Kingdom day that we had planned. And Abby went to go see the tigers, and the tigers actually weren't there. They weren't out. So
I'm still really sad about that, by the way.
What we're saying, in saying all of this,
make your plan, but keep it loose.
Make your plan, but don't let it throw off your day or be like heartbroken because you can't do the things that you wanted to do. So all of that being said, if you are planning to buy a park ticket or you're paying a lot of money to be here, I don't necessarily know that it would be
recommend
worth it because if you have your heart set on doing certain things and then you can't do them and that's your only opportunity to, it'll ruin your day.
I think if you're paying money and your goal is to come and ride as many rides as possible, go for it. Like the queues are not bad. Like you could definitely, I think I've seen several people who just did all the rides. Like we didn't feel safe inside queues and rides and stuff.
Yeah.
But some people obviously
But I will also say too, in doing that, in going to ride all the queues, you have to know the level of which you're putting yourself at risk.
Yes.
Because when you put yourself in a building with a lot of other people, even if they're wearing masks or not, like in that kind of environment, you have to know that you're putting yourself at more risk. Right. So even coming to the parks is putting yourself at some level of risk. And then depending on what you want to do, there's different levels of that. And so I would just say be aware of that, like before you come in.
Like we brought gloves for certain rides. We wore them on Big Thunder because we had to pull down the lap bar. We wore them on the teacups because we wanted to spin it.
Yeah,
like that kind of thing.
Animal Kingdom, we did it on. Well, I did it on Flight of Passage.
Oh yeah.
And I will also say sometimes you ride things and you say, okay, I didn't feel safe with that. I'm not going to do it again.
Like us with Soarin'. That's how we felt with Soarin'.
That's why we're trying to give you like our honest thoughts on what we feel about each thing, and more so in the vlogs.
Yeah.
Because we want to kind of give you a heads up just for what we felt.
Like not to discourage you from coming,
like
just to make you aware.
If you want to do it, then do it. But I will say, like, for me and for both of us, there are certain things that we just don't feel comfortable doing, or we tried once to
see how we felt, and then we didn't feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, so I will say there are definitely different levels of risk, and depending on what you do or who's in your party. Like if you have little children, it's going to be harder because they're required to wear masks. It is hot, you know,
it is
or
July.
you have older people in your family, so just like be aware of those things.
Just, you know, do your research and pay attention.
We don't want to like encourage you or discourage you either way, but we just want to kind of give you guys our honest thoughts and the information so you can make the best decision for yourself.
Okay, now we're going to go back to comments because we've been off of this for a while. Sorry. Okay.
Wait.
We did that one. It's tilting. Hold on. I'm scared. Favorite Disney snack?
Favorite Disney snack is the Disney French fries.
I think we did that one. Okay.
Oh, you've never been to Walt Disney
Oh.
World? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's see. Have you been on It's a Small World?
We have not.
So It's a Small World, funny enough, of the top 3 rides today.
It's been the longest queue.
It's a Small World, Mine Train,
And Peter Pan.
Splash.
It's
Those
so
are
weird.
the 3 longest lines today, which I think
No,
is...
you know the other really long one that's weird is Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise is like
but that
40
one,
minutes.
because they're only putting like 2 people on
I
the
know,
boat.
but we were
And
like, what?
that's the reason that Small World is so long, because
Yeah,
they're only
there's
putting 2
definitely
parties per
distancing.
boat, one in the front row, one in the back row. That's it. So it has been longer. So we haven't done that yet. We might do it if the line goes down
The
a
line
little
goes
bit.
down, we'll see.
Are they social distancing on the ride in the queue? Yes. So I honestly will say some rides are doing a better job of social distancing than others.
Looking at
for
you, Tea Party.
instance-
I'm looking at you.
For instance, the Barnstormer.
Was doing a great job.
They did a phenomenal job of social distancing. There was one group in the front row, one group in the back row, and we actually got on right after they re-sanitized.
Yeah, we did.
I was
It was
like, yes!
freshly
So
sanitized.
we got to see them sanitize
Basically,
everything.
what they did is they sprayed it
Like a lawn,
like a lawn
sprayer. I mean,
sprayer.
that's not what it's called, but you know what I mean?
with
Like they spray-
sanitizing stuff, and then they sent it through to dry it. So it like went
Yeah, it went
empty
on a run-
to
yeah.
dry, so you didn't have to sit in the sanitizing solution. Which I'm like, I wouldn't be mad if there's
Yeah, but
worse
you could
things
be
to
allergic
sit
to
in.
it. Like,
but
I
yeah,
feel like
if you had
you
a
might be
reaction or
allergic to
something.
something, yeah.
But yeah, so they sent it
dry it
through.
first.
That was cool. I appreciated that.
Yeah. And
I think
it
Thunder
didn't
Mountain
take,
did the same
It
thing.
didn't take long on Barnstormer. It might take a little longer on like It's a
Different
Small
rides.
World because there's
Because
8
Barnstormer's
or
literally
more
like
boats.
20 seconds.
Well, no, there were only 2.
And there's only 2 vehicles, yeah.
But like It's a Small World, there's like 10 boats. I don't even know.
Feels like there's
It's
a million when you back up
Um,
at the end.
So anyways, so I feel like Barnstormer did a great job of social
Yes.
distancing. But then on the other side of it, Teacups, we felt absolutely horribly unsafe on
Yeah.
Teacups. Not
was
because it's open
weird.
air, because it is, so we felt safer about
Hello,
that.
George.
But they filled every single teacup,
Yeah.
and I guess we just haven't been on it in so long. I thought the teacups were like
Farther apart
from
than
each
they
other,
are.
and we were probably 2 feet away
Yeah.
from the other group, and I was like, whoa, too close.
Too close. Like,
so yeah.
yes, you're moving, but like not enough to justify
Every
being that
single ride is different, and
Yeah.
some
The
of them
Carousel
we felt
did a really good
about,
job.
and in some of them we felt not so much.
close. Yeah, the Carousel did a really good job of social
What was the other
distancing.
one that we got on that we thought, oh, these are really close together? Aladdin. No,
Aladdin was good because
Aladdin
there
was
wasn't
okay.
as many people. Dumbo, I think, would have filled up
if every
they
Dumbo was full, it would
had-
be.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, guys. Hey, hello, everyone.
We have not been to Disneyland, and I
no,
am
we
the
haven't.
older. I am the older sister.
Yes, she is older. Are you?
People Mover is not running.
It's not running, unfortunately.
Christmas store is open. We
Yes.
went through there, and I was
is,
so
and
happy.
We actually, I think they did a great job of social distancing
They
in the
did.
Christmas store. It didn't really seem like they were counting people, although I think they would if it was busier.
Yeah,
But when we came
there
in,
was,
I
like,
think
nobody
there. Was
there.
5
There was,
almost
like,
total
yeah,
in the store,
maybe 3 other
other than
people.
cast members. 5
Yeah.
guests in the store, and that was awesome.
I think no one knew it was open because like and we came at Park Open and everyone ran to the rides. Obviously, that's what happens. But yeah.
Hey, Skiskateers.
Oh, yeah. We need to figure out how to
Yes.
meet up with you guys.
Haunted.
We haven't done Haunted Mansion. We didn't feel like it was
Actually,
safe
yeah,
going in.
because we don't feel safe about doing the indoor
Yeah, the
rides.
indoor
I
rides.
have seen on Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios, which we may try to do that. Well, I may
I'm
try
not
to do
gonna
that
do it. I don't
when we
do
go to
Tower
Hollywood
of
Studios, just to give you guys like our personal, experience with it. But I have seen from other people's posts about that one that you don't go into the room where you all get really close together. And so my
huddling.
guess is Haunted Mansion's the same way, where you wouldn't
Yeah.
go into the stretching room.
That makes sense.
Just because that's where you're really close to other people, like very close to other people.
Too close.
So they definitely, I
Don't
think,
like
are
it.
just skipping straight to the ride.
Don't like it. I don't know.
Oh, the People Mover not running? Yeah, I know.
We love it too. It's very sad that it's not open. That was one of the ones I was like, oh, we could do People Mover, but it's not.
Yeah. Let's see. One interesting thing I think is I really like now that they've opened the Emporium again. I liked how they had it set up. So they had each room categorized by item, which
they used to do for the most part.
But also they had things randomly put places as well. So when we went into the Emporium, they had one room that was Loungefly and Spirit jerseys. They had one room that was kitchenware and mugs and like cups and all of that kind of stuff. They had one that was like plushies and toys. And then they actually had a wall of pins in there, which was pretty cool. And because what's that other one? The last room? It's t-shirts.
Yeah, t-shirts and socks
apparel.
And...
Apparel?
Yeah, apparel is a good way to put it.
I like the word apparel. Okay.
Although I did notice, I thought was interesting, and I think I knew this, but I don't know, I just like blanked it out. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is closed, which makes sense.
Yes.
But the little dress shop is also closed.
Yeah, because you can't try things on.
Yeah, all the dressing rooms are closed.
And in Emporium, the dressing rooms
Which we didn't even know there were dressing rooms. So we were like,
hey. I'm like, okay. Not that I would try anything on right now, but that's, I was like, who knew? Oh,
not us.
One thing that I will talk about was I was actually really happy with Starbucks.
Starbucks did a really good job.
And how they distanced. So this morning when we got here almost at open, and Starbucks had a really long line, which normally it does. So we weren't surprised by that at all. But everybody was social distancing. It was out the door, but I think it wasn't super long. It was just because everybody's social distancing. But then when we went and got Starbucks at 1:30 to 2 o'clock.
Something like that.
It was much better. There were only about 6 parties in line, I would say.
Yeah.
And they did a great job in the queue of keeping everybody 6 feet apart. And then when you went up, they would call you to the register. They had 2 different registers open with one in between, so there was 6 feet in between. And then you ordered your drink, you paid for it, and then they actually sent you to another line, to another
that was
table.
Also social distance.
Not table. Another line with different social distancing lines, and they would say, "No, it's your turn to go to the back of the line," and then they would alternate between the registers, like with whoever was done. And then you waited in that line again, 6 feet apart. There was 4 lines, maybe.
I think so, yeah.
In that line, and then once you get to the front of those social distancing markers, they would make your drink and. You
could go. Yeah,
so
it was cool.
I loved. I felt like that sometimes is a confusing part. I'm getting dripped on. But I don't think it's from my drink. Oh, it's from the table. Anyway, condensation. Condensation is crazy right now. But because of where it was located and everything, I wasn't... Normally, that Starbucks, if you've ever been to the Starbucks in the parks, it's kind of like chaos. Because it's so busy.
I don't like going in there.
And yeah, she usually doesn't go in there. And like, they'll usually make the quicker drinks first, even if you didn't order first. It's just kind of like chaotic, and there's not really an order to it. But this one, it was very much in an order. They made the drinks of the person who was in the front of the line, and it really seemed pretty smooth. So I was very impressed by that. How do you like the new paint on the castle?
Here's the thing. I did not like it from a distance as we were coming up to the ferry boat because it looks like bubblegum pink. It looks like Pepto-Bismol pink from a distance. It looks a lot prettier up close.
I will say, it's very pink.
It's very, very pink. Much pinker than I expected.
Through pictures and everything, to me, it looks like the original paint of Sleeping Beauty's castle.
It does kind of.
So I'm like, why would Cinderella try to make it look like Sleeping Beauty when it's different? Yeah. Like, be your own person.
Be your own person, Cinderella.
But why'd you repaint the castle pink? But I
think it's very pretty from up close. It's very.
And they didn't paint the whole thing pink. They kept the brick along the bottom.
They're still painting the brick
gray,
too, which we saw.
And so it looks very nice and like that is a dragonfly. They kept it like very nice and like almost neutral, and then the pink's only at the top part. So.
The blue piece is so pretty, very vibrant. Love that.
Yes, the coasters are struggling with exiting.
We have found a lot of rides right now are struggling with exiting. We found that on Soarin'.
I think that becomes
the biggest issue. You found that on Flight of Passage, right? Exiting is the problem. They're very good at social distancing and keeping everyone good when they get on the ride, but getting off, they just like kick you off, and it's basically the same horde that it used to be.
Is,
and we were like,
which, to be honest, I think Disney probably needs to put more like regulations or like systems in place for exiting to make it safer.
Yeah.
But I will also say it's up to the people as well. Like, it's up to the guests to distance from each other.
We've been sure to, as much as possible, distance from the other people leaving.
But sometimes you'll get sandwiched and you can't.
can't.
But I feel like if everybody pitched in a little bit more, it would work better. But one thing that did a great job of exiting was the ferry.
Yes.
The ferry boat on the way over here, they have both layers open, and there was only maybe 4 parties on the top layer of the ferry, which is where we were coming over. So there was plenty of space, but we weren't staying on our social distancing dot.
Yes, they had dots.
Yeah, they
stay with your party.
I love the dots. I've always
Although
been
the dots on the ferry did not feel like they were 6 feet.
I've always been the person who loves like connect the dots and like stand on your dot. So like I'm living for it. But I will say, with the ferry, they said, okay, so everybody on the top deck, stay on your dot until we release you, and then the bottom deck exit first. Be sure to social distance, and they kind of slowly like ushered people safely off.
Oh, bye guys! Enjoy Princess Cavalcade. They might come this way then. No, I think we're on the wrong side.
I think we're on the wrong side too.
Well.
But enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
We'll hopefully try to catch one later. And then what was I saying? Oh, so then the people on the top deck were able to stay on their dot. Then the lady said, all right, once it's safe, and then we were able to get off. So I actually felt like they did a great job of managing people. People weren't pushing. It was great.
Yeah.
So that, applause to the ferry.
The ferry boat's doing good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, the Disney ducks are out in droves.
Oh my
Let me tell you, the Disney ducks are everywhere.
There's not actually any right here, but
have
literally
not,
everywhere.
like literally everywhere you go. We were sitting in the relaxation station. There's like,
if you know
in
where
Tomorrowland Terrace, it's like
is,
up and like
raised.
across,
it's
and
pretty
there's
raised
like a
up.
ramp up. There's a duck. How did it get there? How did he get there? Why is he there? We don't have any food.
They have no fear. No fear.
This is duck.
And seriously, I will say with the ducks,
everywhere.
They're like, they're cute, which is why they're cute,
but they're
so
feisty,
much.
Man.
But like they're not afraid.
They will not take no for
They're
an
not
answer.
afraid. And I'm like, I'm not even eating, and yet they'll come up and be like, "What you doing? Are you eating?"
I'm like, no, go away. So yes, the Disney ducks are still out.
Yes.
What are we gonna do next? That's a good question. I don't really know.
I think we're going to, let me check wait times.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go ride Seven Dwarfs and
my train.
what was the other one that we wanted to ride earlier?
Jungle Cruise?
Jungle Cruise, yeah.
I want to do Jungle Cruise if we can, but we'll see.
Does anybody else have any questions for us?
The ducks have always been pretty constant. The Disney ducks, at least for us, like I've always seen Disney ducks. But yeah, I can understand. They normally, I would say, avoid people, but I think maybe because the parks have been empty for like 3 months, they've taken over. And now they have no fear. Anyway. Are you checking wait times?
Yes.
No, she's not. She's answering Instagram messages.
Okay. You caught me.
I caught you.
Hey, I like to keep up with the people.
No, yeah, it's fine. I get it.
Okay, wait times. If anybody has any questions, we can ask. We can answer them.
I'm trying to think what else to talk about.
I'm trying to think what else we did. Oh, so everything that we're doing today will be in the vlog. We're actually showing everything. So be sure to be on the lookout for our vlog. And if you want to see our days at Animal Kingdom and Epcot, those videos are already up.
Yep.
Okay, Speedway's 10 minutes.
Okay.
Astro World was 35. Wow.
Why?
I don't know. Seven Dwarfs is 35, so it actually went up. Under the Sea is 5 minutes. Pooh is 10 minutes. Small World is 15, so that went down. Hey,
that's the first time I've seen it under 20 today. Really? I'm tempted to do that if it wasn't inside.
5 minutes. But all these inside rides.
All these inside rides.
Jungle Cruise is 20. Although I will say with like Jungle Cruise and maybe with Mine Train too, the queues are really long, so you just have to walk the whole queue.
Yeah.
Are they still doing penny press? Yes, they are. We actually haven't tried to do one.
I haven't seen.
We should try to do one to see what the process is.
I will say over the past couple of years they've been going more to the ones where you just like push the button and it does it so you don't have to crank it. I haven't seen any of the crank ones open or around. So maybe they've taken those down, I would think. But we haven't actually tried any today. So I don't know, but I definitely saw one that was in function at Animal Kingdom yesterday. So
Yes.
not yesterday.
Yeah,
a couple
thanks,
of days ago.
Amy. Thank you guys for joining us. This has been so much fun. We definitely want to try to do more of these lives. So if you guys like these and like hanging out with us, let us know, because it can be difficult sometimes to find a non-copyrighted spot, but now we have one.
We know.
So we can do it again because we know where to go. So we really enjoy getting to go live with you guys in the parks, because you guys... Bug. Nature. Yeah, we like getting to talk to you guys.
We're not even at Animal Kingdom, Bug. You need to not be here. Anyway.
I don't know why we didn't do these earlier. Like, we thought about doing them before everything happened in the parks, and then
everything happened.
We're like, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Little Mermaid's 5 minutes, yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
we
fun
like
to talk to you guys
actually talk to you guys in real time, because we do talk to you through the comments, but sometimes it's delayed and it takes us a while to get to the comments. So
sorry about
it's
that.
really cool to like be able to chat with you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are. I think
that's right at an hour, so I think we'll cut that off.
If you want to follow us on Instagram, we're keeping up with the story there, so you can see what else we're going to do today. And then, like I said, in a few days we'll have the vlog up. But the Insta story is where we're trying to keep, like, as we're doing things, to be on there. So, yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a wonderful
rest of your day.
Day.
I was like, what day is
what
it?
day it was.
Tuesday.
Have a good Tuesday, guys. Bye. Oh my gosh, Tuesday's in the